the Star Tribune make, like Kenny says, shut up. It's pathetic. And but hey,
Super Bowl 44, John, this Sunday, CBS, all the Super Bowl ads have been sold out. They sold them out.
Go Saints. I mean, you know.
The Vikings, if they were in this game, they would have been able to beat Indianapolis. They would have been able to pummel Indianapolis. We beat them in the preseason.
Never underestimate Peyton Manning, brother.
Well, never underestimate, but you can't. I don't think you can win a. But the Jets, I don't think you can win a Super Bowl being a one-dimensional team. They don't have a running game.
The Jets were the #1 defense this year in the NFL, and in that game against Indianapolis, they got to Peyton the first 2 series, but after that, it's just like he picked it apart, looked at all the paperwork that was coming in on the formations. By halfway through the second quarter, he had it figured out, and they didn't.
Over the Jets.
Yeah,
and they were a pretty good defensive
the Jets
team.
were the #1 defense.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I think the Colts will win, but I do want the Saints to win. My boss calls them no thugs. I said, well, I wish the Vikings would have been more thug-like in their thinking.
John, getting back to this Vikings game, and then we'll get off of it.
Yeah.
There's not one thing you can really look at. How many turnovers were there? 6? Where's the notes? 5 turnovers, 6 fumbles, 3 lost, 2 picks. Hey, I blame Hutchinson. Steve Hutchinson. At the end of regulation, overtime, heads or tails? And I look at my sister and says, tails never fails. Heads. Oh, it's tails.
Well, yeah.
Hey, Hutch, you blew the call on the coin toss. We could have gotten the ball and won the game. So I blame Hutch.
You know, a lot of blame to go around, but hey, we got to talk some baseball talk. What about that Joe Mauer thing? Is that a deal or isn't a deal?
Johnny.
10 years, folks. I told Kenny.
Let me tell you how big of a deal it is. John, the sports page, still under one roof, Twins Fest, the Metrodome, okay, you open up the sports page and you get to this. Oh, hey, this is nice. Proud to share a first name with you down below here. Proud to share a first name with you. The Minnesota Twins congratulate the Minnesota Vikings on an exciting season. From electrifying games to the inspiring play of the legendary Brett Favre, you kept us shouting, "Skol Vikings" at every turn. This season proves that sports are more than just a game on the field. They're about bringing a community together. That's the real power of sports. And we're proud to be a partner in making this the best sports community around. Okay, and then here's this section, and then it was like this. 2 names you can trust. I thought, what the heck's this? And you open it up. Mauer
Chevrolet.
Mauer, I'm like, holy goalie. Joe's got a dealership. No, it's Billy Mauer, his older brother. And in an article, it's here, he said, here it is. There's brother Bill.
A kid.
Former, he's older.
Well, no, but still, look at how young.
Former sales manager at Southview Chevrolet has purchased the dealership. 2 former employees of Denny Hecker's Southview Chevrolet are reopening the Inver Grove Heights dealership this past Monday, with a famous name on the sign and big plans to change the way cars are sold. The new name, Mauer Chevrolet. New owner Billy Mauer insists his all-star younger brother is not involved in any way. Mauer, who had been a sales manager at Southview, has an agreement to purchase the property from Chrysler Financial, which obtained it 2 months ago through foreclosure. Boy, did he get a deal.
Yeah, but so Billy's saying Joe doesn't have anything to do with it.
So he says, John.
Okay.
Mauer's office will be on the showroom floor with glass walls and an open-door policy for customers. Mauer, a St. Paul native, played minor league baseball for the Twins organization before getting into car sales. He was a sales manager at Monticello Chevrolet before spending a year at Southview Chev. He and this other partner have been unemployed since the dealership closed last year. Denny Hecker owned Southview Chev since 1987, and it was one of 15 new car dealerships he owned before he filed for personal bankruptcy this past June.
Owing $767 million.
And he will go to prison eventually.
And I hope
Denny
he rots
Hecker
in hell.
Is a slime ball.
All those Ponzi scheme artists deserve to die.
So yeah, you open up, I'm like, well, that's neat. The Twins have a little
But
thing
Kenny,
here
when you open that up, it says, ask about the MVP Club special, or?
Mauer Chevrolet!
Joe,
Hey,
Joe
Johnny,
didn't front no money.
this is going to be the biggest dealership in the state. Who's not going to buy a car from Maurer Chevrolet? Well, maybe you and I, but
I just still say, he's
I'm gonna go
unemployed.
down and look.
He's
I'm gonna
unemployed.
definitely go down and
He's
look.
unemployed for a year,
yeah.
and he still comes up with the financing, and banks aren't giving out loans. Joe had nothing to do with it. It's just Billy.
Billy's a smart guy.
Okay, but 10 years. Are the Twins smart? I tell you what.
It didn't happen.
Goes,
You called me. You said they signed Maurer.
and at the milk house,
It
they're
was
talking.
Mark-
They go, a pitcher you don't sign for 10 years.
Mark Rosen
You don't sign anybody.
erroneously reported that the deal had been done, and it wasn't.
He got a little ahead of himself, I think, Kenny.
Yeah, got some bad advice. So
Tails never fail. Somebody told him a tale, and he went with it.
yep.
But 10 years? I mean, Kenny, I think they could sign him for 5 or 6 and still do our extension towards the end.
Lifetime.
But, just raises that bar for everyone, Ken. I hope he gives us, it's going to be a 10-year, $200 million contract.
Got to be a lifetime.
But still.
Joe Maurer isn't going anywhere. His brother has it. If Joe Maurer leaves the state, that dealership is sunk.
Yeah, everybody will say, screw you, tell your brother, screw you.
Joe won't go.
No.
It's a lock. His mom won't let
Kenny,
him.
they're going to get the deal done, but I'm just saying 10 years is a long time. I've never agreed. Back in '77, Wayne Garland.
John, this
signed a
is the
10-year
most
deal.
unique sports contract in the history of Minnesota professional sports.
Kenny, and that's why they're going to get the 10-year deal, but I hope it doesn't become a benchmark where other players say, I want what that Maurer, This is unique.
Screw
unto
them.
itself.
Look what all these owners have been doing over the years and what the Yankees have been doing over the years to these small market teams. Finally, we're hitting back.
No,
Huh?
it's just hard to believe 10 years and $185 million.
Well,
I mean, if that's what it comes up to, I know. But just to think that 33 years ago, it was 10 years and $2.7 million. Everybody was saying the sky was falling, the sky was falling. Well, the Yankees payroll is $220 million. Wow. And Minnesota's 73 mil. And you see the Florida Marlins, they were at 37 mil. They were told by Major League Baseball, you got to put more money out. And I'm thinking, hell with that, man. They had a third-place team with a $37 million payroll.
Here's what I was looking for. Got a couple of baseball
But I'm just,
here.
what I like to see the Twins do is go after Mark Pryor.
We're done.
Whenever he becomes available, can you imagine if we would have drafted Mark Pryor? Because before we knew,
just so you know, in the draft when the Twins drafted Maurer, Mark Pryor was the second pick in the draft.
yeah,
and the talk
and he was supposed to be the #1 pick.
but that the Twins felt that they wouldn't be able to sign him to
Right.
a deal and stuff. And God, am I glad they took him.
I know. Could you imagine if, if
Who would have taken Maurer? Would the Cubs have taken him?
oh yeah, I think And then Greg Pryor, he's toiling in the minor leagues. Last time I heard with the Padres, he keeps getting hurt, and So in Joe we trust.
Johnny, the Twins are going to be so good. Roll the tape. What did I say? The Twins are getting set up to be a championship team in their new ballpark this season. Now batting, Joe Maurer, followed by, take your pick, J-Mo, Jim Thome, Kadire, Delman Young, Jason Kubel. Who else hits home? You got 6 guys that can pop the ball out of the park with one
Jim
swing of the
Thome?
bat. Yeah, I got him in there. Delman Young. He might live up to
Brendan
his billing.
Harris?
No, not Brendan.
Nick Punto?
Brendan's kind of like Barney Fife.
Brendan is sort of like,
You know, he's a good guy. You like him, but
it's like Denny Hawking. Serviceable.
Nick Punto has an injured wrist. Sounds like he'll be ready in time for the season. Who's the other injured twin? That Morales, Jose Morales, the backup catcher.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. We got Joe.
Yep.
Mike Redmond went to Cleveland. That bothered me. We should have kept him for $850,000. That's what he signed.
And he brought up professionalism to the.
He came up
if
and
Joe
got his
wasn't
hits.
behind the plate,
Yeah, we should have kept
Mike
him.
was there.